This is the time of year when all of the arts begin to be celebrated in events and special activities all over our county, and nothing larger than the Blooming Arts Festival right here in Polk County, and that takes place in Bartow. With us today, we're going to be talking to the co-chairs of the Blooming Arts Festival, Michelle Givens and Laura Fredrickson. And we're going to talk a little bit about not only the event, but a little bit about the Bartow Art Guild and kind of the history of the Bartow Art Guild with the Blooming Arts Festival. And we're going to tie these events together so that our viewers know the magnificence and the scope of this project. So welcome, and I want to start with you if I can, Michelle, if you can just give us kind of a history of what the Blooming Arts Festival has been to Bartow.
This is our 44th annual Blooming Arts Festival, so it's a long time-seasoned event in Bartow, and there's a lot of volunteers because it's a completely volunteer-driven event, but a lot of volunteers that have been with the festival since the very beginning, and families who've been involved for multiple generations, and Laura's family is one of those. She's got an aunt that was involved from the very early days of the Blooming Arts Festival. We have about 30 volunteers that work almost year-round on bringing the event to pass, and certainly a lot more than 30 volunteers when it comes to event weekend.
Absolutely, and it does take a tremendous effort to put on an event of this size. Tell me a little bit about the time involved in planning this event. You know, you mentioned 30 volunteers that are working kind of annually for this event, and probably already planning for the next event as well as you go into this year and this season.
We are the first full weekend in March every year, and so for 2015, it's the latest that we could possibly have, it being the 7th and the 8th, because it's the first full weekend. If one of the 2 days of the weekend falls in February, then we push to the next full weekend. So yes, our dates are set from year to year, and it's a wonderful way for artists to be able to plan. We have artists who are from different parts of the country that spend the spring seasons down here in Florida when Florida's at its best, and so they plan on being with us that same weekend every year, and some of our food vendors are now the same way. So it is very traditional, and we work very well in cooperation with other arts events throughout the community that also set their dates. So we have a succession of weekends in a row where Polk County really gets to shine when it comes to the arts.
And you guys do a beautiful job, meaning all of the organizations, of working collectively and cohesively to make sure that those weekends gel and that they flow, and so that something's going on kind of in different communities. Laura, you know, when I think about the Bartow Art Guild and the Bartow Art Guild's involvement, tell me a little bit of the history of the Bartow Art Guild with the Blooming Arts Festival.
Well, the Bartow Art Guild itself was founded in 1959, and my aunt, as she said, was one of the charter members of that. Now, originally, the Blooming Arts Festival was the Spring Art Show, and in 1971, they became the Blooming Arts Festival. So this really is a Bartow Art Guild event, which many people probably don't even realize, that we get most of our funding for the year from this festival. And it's always amazing to me, all the people that work so hard on it, you know, and to benefit us and the community. I mean, businesses, banks, organizations, there's people from all walks of life, and they're all just in there putting on this great event, and it really is, I think, a gem for Bartow.
Absolutely. And then, Michelle, you mentioned, you know, the artist. This really is all about the artist. This is about the artists coming out and kind of showcasing their work, and certainly I would think that the membership of the Bartow Art Guild is heavily involved with this program.
We have several artists that have their own tents, and then we also have our tent, the Bartow Art Guild, which is always right across from the information booth. And last year we got 2 brand new tents, so we had works hanging up, and we're hoping to do that every year for people that don't have enough to have their own tent, or maybe, you know, don't do these type of things, but they have 1 or 2 pieces they'd like to show and maybe try to sell. So it's
what a great
really nice
way to introduce an artist to a festival, a big festival.
Yes.
And for our viewers who maybe have not yet been to the Blooming Arts Festival, tell us about the excitement, because it's exciting being on the streets when all of this is happening.
It really is. We have nearly 100 artists each year that come, very diverse mediums, a little bit of everything. Plus, one of the corner pieces of Bloomin' Arts Festival is our student art. It's a terrific opportunity for student artists, elementary, middle, and high school level, to be able to display their works and receive awards and recognition for what they do and get a taste of what it's like to be an artist at a real arts festival. Plus, we have our children's tent with arts and crafts activities. Mosaic is a fabulous sponsor of that. They always bring out plenty of volunteers to do face painting and temporary tattoos and a variety of other things. Plus, one of the unique things that we do at Bloomin' Arts is we have artists who are actually performing their craft during the festival. Bonnie Dodson does a wonderful demonstration every year of throwing clay and creates beautiful pieces that just seemingly effortlessly right there while you're watching. And then we also have some portraitists and other artists that'll be there to do some similar things.
Entertainment. Entertainment going on Saturday. This year for the first, well, next year for the first time, we're going to have an afternoon concert on Sunday from noon to 3, featuring the Brian Sutherland Band out of Lakeland, and we're really excited
What
about
a terrific
that.
band. Yes, they really are a terrific band. And that's very exciting because now we're talking about truly a celebration of the arts. And you know, we have writers in our county, visual arts in our county, we have amazing performers, and just I am excited every
Our
time.
quilt show.
The quilt
We got the
show.
quilters that show in the historical museum. That's always a big draw. People always ask about
Very
that.
popular. The year that we did not do that, we realized what a mistake that was, and went back. It's a very nice draw. Plus, we also have the Antique Classic Car Show that will be held on Saturday and an RV show on Sunday. So there's a little bit of everything for everyone spread throughout downtown, and it's a great opportunity for our downtown to really shine. Our downtown business owners embrace that weekend. They stay open for the full show hours. It's a great time to see what downtown Bartow really does have to offer. Lots of different little restaurants, the retail shops. It's just a terrific hometown opportunity for Bartow.
Now it takes many Indians to put on a festival of this size, for sure. Tell us a little bit. I know that you do have amazing community partners in business, but you also have the support of the City of Bartow and your Chamber of Commerce and some of the entities that we sort of, I don't want to say take for granted because we don't ever, especially when we're in the middle of planning, but they really show up in force for you.
They do. We have 4 presenting sponsors for the event. It's the City of Bartow, which we obviously could not have the event without them, the Art Guild that we've already talked about, the Chamber of Commerce, and Main Street Bartow. So the 4 coming together are the presenters. And then we have a major sponsor that this year is our named sponsor for the festival, and that's the Frost Vandenboom PA law firm. We're very excited. Mr. Frost has been a longtime sponsor of Blooming Arts, well more than 20 years. And we're thrilled that this year we have the ability to have his name on the festival.
Mr. Frost is definitely a beautiful supporter of the arts in general, and what a great attribute to the festival, for the festival to be named for his firm. You know, I think about partners, and I continue to go back to, it takes everybody. I've said that now I think maybe 4 times in this, but it does take everybody to do that. But are you not looking for more? Are you not looking for that next volunteer or that next contributor?
Always. There's plenty of opportunity, whether it be for those that want to be on the committee and come to regular meetings, or whether they have a particular niche that they excel at, that they'd like to fulfill with the show. There's more than ample opportunity for volunteers.
We usually have the high school kids.
We do.
That come out and volunteer at the information booth, or they will booth sit for the artists so they can take a break and walk around, or whatever they need to do. And so I don't know, it's just amazing how many people, you won't even notice them throughout the festival. and all the things that are going on that the average person walking through has no idea.
That requires that whole year of planning to make it
start in
look so
August.
seamless, right?
And while this is our 44th show, we want to have another 44. So that means that we need to keep the next generation of artists and art lovers engaged and interested. So we're always open to new ideas and new volunteers.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, if I wanted to get involved with your organization, to be a part of the Blooming Arts Festival or to be a member at the Bartow Art Guild, how would I get in touch with you to become active?
Well, there's various ways. We have a Facebook page for Blooming Arts and the Bartow Art Guild. And then we have the Bartow Art Guild website, which is bartowartguild.com. and has all kinds of information on that and contacts. You can download applications for the guild. We have a lot of members that are not necessarily artists, but they're patrons or they just want to support us. And we have so many talented artists just within this group. It's amazing. We have an exhibit right now at the library, our annual member exhibit, and our judge this year said she was really impressed by the caliber of work that was just from this little community.
It is a beautiful
wonderful
show, a beautiful show for sure. Well, ladies, thank you so much for joining us. Laura Fredrickson, Bartow Art Guild, and Michelle Githens, co-chair of the Blooming Arts Festival. It sounds like you have an amazing year yet again planned for the Blooming Arts Festival and the residents of not only our county, but of our state that come in to view this amazing event. Thank you.
Thank you, Jane.
Bartow is not just the county seat for Polk County. It truly is a leader in the arts. And to get to view and see a festival the caliber and the scope of the Blooming Arts Festival, you're going to want to get involved early. You can contact Laura Fredrickson or Michelle Githens for the Blooming Arts Festival at the Bartow Art Guild by contacting 863-534-1877, or you can go directly to their website at www.bartowartguild.com.